learn how to tie your shoe. It's a very easy thing to do. You sit on down and I'll give you the scoop. What's that? It's called the loop-de-loop. You gotta take a lace in each hand. You go over and under again. You make a loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool. You go over and back, left to right, loop-de-loop, and you pull them tight like bunny ears or a Christmas bow. Lace them up and you're ready to go. You make a loop-de-loop and pull, and your shoes are looking cool.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the new segment on the channel. I'm going to go ahead and get started now, and I'll explain as I go. It's a new segment on the channel called basically Loop-de-Loop is basically what I'm calling it. And the whole premise of this is, well, I'm doing what I always do. Finding more ways to play these great games. Yeah, look for excuses to play them, because if you just have the same challenge, which would be just beating it, it'll just, to me, start getting a little boring. You know what I'm saying? You got to look for new things to, basically make it interesting, right? At least that's what I like to do. So this is going to be a new thing on the channel that basically these games loop that I'll be playing. Games like this, Contra 1, Life Force, Castlevania, Super Mario Brothers 1, games like that. All these games that loop, and actually, if you read the instruction manual, you'll notice that a lot of them say that when they loop, they get to be more difficult. Where basically loop 1 is just simply easy or normal mode, and then hard mode is as you go. Ghosts and Goblins is another one that does loops. I don't know if we'll be doing that one, stuff like that, because you already got to 2-loop it to beat it. But basically what I'm going to be doing is beating these games and seeing how long I can no death run for. So the first death and it's over. There's a lot of times I'm sitting here and I can easily no death run these games, especially Contra and Contra Super C, and it's just a way to bring more challenge. I want to see what else the game has for me in the other loops, and I'd like to just see how difficult it gets. So I'd like to see how long I could go for, and it's kind of cool because I can always come back to games too, and the game's really never over at that point. You know what I'm saying? And it also is a lot more challenging because of the no death part. If I did simply like game over, then I don't think I would ever game over. So it would be kind of pointless, because you get extra lives at too fast of a pace to get game over. So I'd have like 30 lives by the time I die, and obviously I'm not going to lose 30 lives before I gain more and go on big runs and things like that. So that's why I think it'd be kind of silly. So that's why we're not doing it that way. But I thought this would be a cool way also, that if I end up like continuing through the game for a really long time, I could have fun little talks to maybe just listen to, and things that you guys can enjoy. Especially if you leave me comments in these videos, and maybe I can answer them in the next one and stuff like that. So some of the games I'll be doing, though, are probably not stuff like I said, Ghosts and Goblins, probably not. Just because, first of all, that's just a hard one to no death run, period. So just doing the no death run is hard enough in itself. But doing a third loop no death run, my goodness. It wouldn't go far past that. It's hard to just do the regular no death run. So that is not one I can do every single time I turn the game on. That's for sure. So Contra is one that every single time I turn this game on, I can do it. So I got my ways of beating it. This is not really going to be a walkthrough. So I'm not going to really talk about too much of what I'm doing or why I'm doing it or anything like that. But I'll describe things on the way. I definitely will, like in this game, because I developed certain strategies in this game. And to be honest, I was having a really hard time consistently no death running this, and I kept dying at the same parts. And so I'll touch on that and what I decided to do to change it. I just tried something different, and it works pretty good. So I definitely think after playing both of them a lot, and you know, this is one of the games that's in like my regular rotation of when I get off of work and I got 15-20 minutes to spare, and I want to play something, I definitely play the Contra games for sure. Those are easy go-tos because you can just play them for as long as you want, you know what I'm saying, because like I said, they loop and everything. So I definitely think after, you know, looking into it and playing it a lot and stuff like that, I definitely think Super C is more difficult than the first Contra. And the reason I say that is because this one has more areas where I can get killed on a regular basis, where the first one I can pretty much just, you know, I don't think there's any part in the first one that like kind of makes me cringe a little bit or anything like that. The first one's just pretty standard, man. I pretty much know what I'm doing in that one at all times. So if I lose in that one, it's pretty much my fault. This one has times when it's just hard, and I'll point those out when I get there. I think everybody knows who knows this game, like people like Captain Algebra and stuff like that, are going to know it's Area 6, and I think he would agree with that. That one can be a no death run stopper for sure. So I'll point out like a little, I just tried a new strategy and it works pretty well, man. I really like it. Who knows if it'll work this time or not, but guess we'll find out, hopefully. But if you have any games that I don't know about that loop and get harder, especially on the NES, SNES, I know there's a lot of shooters that we could do. So I know like Life Force was the one I named, but I know Gradius loops and Gradius 3 on the Super Nintendo loops. I wish Punch-Out looped. That'd be really awesome if you could just keep going. I mean, technically on like Super Punch-Out you could, but you just have to like go back through the stuff again. The only thing is it doesn't get any harder, and I'll just never lose. So it's kind of pointless. I cut it actually really close right there. So but hopefully you guys like this new segment. I thought it'd be fun to do, so that's why I decided to do it. I just thought it'd be a good time, you know. It'd give me a reason to play this game and play these games a lot more and talk to you guys about things and just come up with conversation as I'm sitting here playing, and thought it'd be a good time. Might even be like a good listen in the car if you're on your way to work or you're just cleaning up the house, because that's what I like to do a lot of times. I like it when people talk on YouTube and you're just sitting there washing your car out, or you're doing the dishes or laundry, and I like to put it on and listen to you guys. So maybe that's what it'll be for you. But yeah, it's good stuff. So lately, I've been watching a lot of videos about Southeast Game Exchange, and mine just dropped last night, and I worked pretty hard on that, so I got some good response from it. It was pretty cool. Seems like everybody enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it, that's for sure. I didn't have fun trying to make time to make it, though. just a really busy weekend, and it was just insane trying to have time for YouTube and stuff like that. As anybody knows, I got 2 kids and a wife, and it's really tough sometimes to have time for YouTube stuff. So when I finally get to do it, it's really exciting, and that was one of the things I got to do was work on my video. So I got that done. It probably took like 3-4 hours or something like that to edit, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, man, I'm pretty excited and glad with all the feedback I got, that's for sure. But yeah, man. But I've been watching a lot of the videos. They're really good, and I've just been having a ton of fun. So make sure you check those all out. It's BP Retro Power had a really good Southeast Game Exchange video where actually he was talking about like time management with YouTube and what it's like for him, and he's so right, man. He's so right with just going to conventions and time being the enemy, and just how you have trouble talking to everybody you want to talk to. And man, for sure, like 100%, man. That's definitely the way it goes, man. At conventions, it's tough to have time for everybody and hang out and things like that. So that was a really good listen. And JLove81 dropped a video. Jen did a really good job on hers. Showed a ton of footage of what the convention was like. And she did a really good job. She did a voiceover for it. It was really, really good. It was really fun to watch. I watched Captain Retro's. His covered a lot of us going out to the bar and playing Jenga. We had this really fun game of Jenga we played with Nostalgic Numbnuts and me and Mega Meg and TBELLY and Captain. Those were the teams. So that was a lot of fun. So he has a ton of footage of that. It was really good. Trying to think if oh yeah, I just watched TBELLY's pickup videos. TBELLY has a lot. He said he's going to come out with another Southeast Game Exchange video, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be pretty fun. But yeah, killed that thing quick. I think that was one of the quickest times I've ever killed it. But yeah, so I've been watching those, having a lot of fun with that. And yeah, that's been pretty cool. Here we go. Like Solid Nate would say, this is where we separate the men from the boys. So if I get far in my little challenge here in this video, this is what I like to do at this part. So first of all, I like to wait for all this crap to go past and clear out because I don't want to grab it. Erase, leave. Yep, alright. And then I like to go over here and I like to shoot like crazy. And I don't like to worry about I don't like to worry about anybody over there. Look at that. So not a whole lot spawn. And you got to continue to shoot really fast there, though, because they can pop up in front of you. But when I was running in the middle, dang it, I did not want to do that. Hold on. I didn't even want to hit those, man. There we go. When you run in the middle, hold on. There we go. When you run in the middle, it's like those mouths. They can fucking pop up everywhere. It's by far like the hardest, most butt-clenching part of the game. So, in my opinion, I think that was the part that, as I continued to try to know death, sometimes that part would always get me. Like a good percentage of the time. I'd say, honestly, I had probably 65 to 70% chance of making it. But there was like that freaking 30%. That was like, I was losing. And I'm like, dude, this is bullcrap. I need to figure something out with this. So I really started dissecting that part and like, all right, next playthrough, I'm going to try something different. And so finally I tried that, and I was like, if I go all the way over here, that's going to make it to where they can only spawn here. And so I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, I'll just go. So I tried it a few times, and it worked 100% of the time. So I was like, okay, well, this is what I'm doing now. So it seems to be working pretty well for me. Extra lives for days. Man, if you guys have ever played it. Fucking Super C Arcade. Oh my god. Super C Arcade is freaking hard. God, that game's tough. Aggravatingly tough. Because you know what? Unfortunately, some of it's the controls. That's what a lot of it is. And I hate it. When I am handicapped by controls. God, nothing annoys me more than that. But, you know, it was an arcade game. What do you expect, you know? Believe it or not, too, Super C is not a game I owned as a kid. Why? I think we ended up getting it later. Like, we didn't have it, like... Oh, my God. We didn't have it super... early in our life. I had Contra 1. And that's probably why I like Contra 1 more. Because I was more nostalgic towards it. But I'd have to say, to be fair, I like it better, yeah. I like this. I like to go all the way down. Whoa! I like making sure I can flip all the way down right there. Something kind of cool that I like to do. And football season is upon us, people. Chicago Bears coming up. That's the team I like, Chicago Bears. So I'm expecting big things from them this season. We'll see what happens, but I mean, in football and NFL, you never know. You never know. So it could just be a bust. It could be. It could be. And by the way, there's going to be no cuts in this video or anything like that. I know a lot of people, when they do Let's Plays like this, you know, that's what they're going to call this, but it's really not. But I don't like to do it on stuff like this because I like to show that I honestly did what I'm doing. So if I made cuts, obviously you could argue that it was a completely different playthrough or something like that. So that's why I wouldn't do that. So if anybody's wondering why the heck I put out maybe such a long video or something like that, that's why. Because I can't act like I did something when I didn't. You know what I'm saying? You could easily lie and be like, dude, I know Death ran this 8 loops. But I cut a whole bunch of parts in the video. So, yep, there will be no cuts. So, I'm not sure how long this will be here. And I'd like to hope to have some other people try it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Anybody who's like a guru at this game, or any of the games I play for that matter. Like I know Captain Algebra really likes Super C. I believe it's his favorite NES game. So I'd like to see if he'd do something like this. More than welcome. If not, everybody can just enjoy it watching or listening also. So yeah. Gotta watch out those jumps a little bit. Woo, I like to catch up to your bullets there. Alright, well this No Death Run's almost in the books. First loop. We'll see how much harder it gets. I'd be interested to know. There was a hack that Mike Matei played on his channel. And he ended up posting it. Did he play it? I think he might have played it with Mike, maybe. But it was Super C. But it was Super C in, like, super fast motion. Like, super, 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 super fast. This one's for you, Captain. That's for Captain Algebra. If we continue to loop, that's what we're going to do. Gotta teabag him. But yeah, he ended up playing this game. And it was Super C pretty much exactly. But I think that when you die, you didn't lose your gun. And then you had like 9 lives or something like that. It was something like that. And it was a hack, and he had the actual physical cartridge. And what I was thinking in my head, as I know that this game gets harder and stuff, is I'm like, you know, I wonder if that's seriously just like how crazy it gets in this. If you were just, say, like 20 loops in, you know, something insane. So it just made me wonder. I was like, I really wonder, like, how crazy it gets in this game. And maybe so, you know. So I thought maybe that's how they got the idea to just make the hack. It's like, oh, well, let's just make a hack where it starts out on wave 20 or whatever somebody knew. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I thought that'd be cool. So this is Loop 2, guys. Loop 2. We'll see what differences there are. We will see. Now I'll comment on anything that I notice. If I notice any like huge changes. Seems like the bullets are moving the same speed. I don't know if the bullets will ever move at a different speed. I don't know if that'll happen. See, I'm going to wait for these here. There's a really... Oh, another person that did a really good job on their Southeast Game Exchange videos, shame on me, is Russ Lyman. Russ Lyman did a video on it. It was very, very good. Make sure you check out Russ Lyman's video, because that leads me to my next subject. Is Russ Lyman did a Let's Play with Aaron from Pixel Game Squad. And they did a playthrough on this game, and it was really good, dude. It was awesome. Aaron did a really freaking good job. And basically what they would do is they would, if somebody died, they were playing co-op, it was Russ and Aaron playing, and when they died, they'd switch people. So like Creepy Todd came in from, he's usually always on NES Addict's channel. And he would come in, and he would switch and stuff like that, and it was just really cool. They got really far, and Aaron only died once, and he didn't have any more lives because they were stealing his lives. So it was pretty funny, man. It was good stuff. It was definitely an image of what it was like to hang out with them when we were at Southeast Game Exchange. That's for sure. That's what it reminded me. I was like, yeah, it was fun like that. You know, everybody joking around, having a good time. Nobody saying anything bogus to each other or anything like that. It was just fun times, man. But I definitely can't let myself get a little jumpy. I felt like I'm getting a little jumpy. Can't get jumpy, man. Can't get jumpy, bro. I like it when they don't even get a shot off. That's what I like. Here, I'm always just going to go. But like I said, I like it when they don't get a shot off. Let's see if the bullets are going faster here. I see nothing I notice. Nope, he got wrecked, just like the first loop. So, yeah. Yeah, so much fun at Southeast Game Exchange, man. I still can't get over that. That was last weekend at this point, and it was just so much fun running into everybody, especially people that I had never met before either, like Nintendo and Lit Gaming. It was awesome, dude. It was such a good time. Going over to Jay's house was amazing. Playing with everybody and hanging out. Just good stuff, man. Just like hanging out when you were kids, man. For real. Like, it was so badass. That feeling of you guys get off school and you go over to somebody's house and it's Friday and got the whole weekend in front of you. That's like how it felt. It was badass. It's nice to do that once in a while. The conventions are so nice for that after you've been working a lot and just, you know, may have not had the best time at home. Like maybe some shit's been going on. Like nothing personal, nothing serious, just work and stuff, you know. Being around a lot of like very negative people and just working all the time and not having any time for like video games and stuff. It's nice to go to the conventions and just talk about games and play games with people and shop for games, be surrounded by them, and everybody just being so kind to each other. And that's what I love about it, is everybody is just so happy, and it's like we're just like in this different world for a little bit. You know, everybody's having the time of their lives, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think's so fun about it. Sometimes right there I don't like what I do. Like sometimes I feel like I gotta change that, just because I feel like that's a spot where a lot of stupid stuff can happen. Because that boss right there can be kind of cheap. Now here, sometimes dudes will spawn in the front here, so I like to seriously be hammering like that. Yeah, I like to be hammering on the shoot button because you're not gonna kill me with any stupid crap. You're gonna take me alive. You're gonna have to do something better than that. And here, I don't, to be honest with you, I don't like doing that too much. I feel like that's room for error. Like, I could fuck up right there. That's a part that I'm going to have to watch out, like, as I continue to go through loops if I do. I got to make sure that the bullets are not going faster, because that part could definitely get me right there if they do speed up, which I have no idea. I don't think the bullets were speeding up on that hack, though. So, I don't think the bullets will speed up. What I think is guys spawning and how many guys there are of the randoms. I think that's what changes. That's what I think it is. And today, if you're wondering what I'm using, I am, of course, playing on OG hardware. We're playing on original stuff. And I am using the dog bone. The dog bone is my weapon of choice when I'm doing stuff, for sure. Man, this part I don't freaking like either. I feel like I put myself in a bad spot there. I do. I feel like that. Oh, but yeah, the dog bone's usually my weapon of choice. The hardest game that I want to no death run, or that I'm not sure about either, kind of like Ghosts and Goblins, how I wanted that to be a part of the channel probably on here. But I just feel like it's kind of stupid. Like, I'm going to die in the first couple loops, so it's kind of just dumb. I want something that I can actually, like, exceed it and know that, hey, we're seeing a part of the game that maybe some people have never checked out. But is Castlevania, because I heard Castlevania's second loop is actually really hard. So I'm like, you know, I'd have to practice even no death running the first loop. I've actually never no death ran that game. So I'll have to get better at it. Maybe I'll play it more though and try to figure it out. And then see what the second loop's all about. Maybe I can no death run the second loop. I don't know though, man. I don't know. I feel like in something like Castlevania, like, I feel like a lot of dumb stuff can happen, you know? So I think my first three are going to be Contra, or Super C, then Contra, and then Super Mario Brothers 1, I know that can for sure do that. And maybe we can even double no death run it. I'm not sure if I can make it through 2 loops. Because I do know that for sure gets harder. The Goombas turn into Buzzy Beetles, because you see it when you beat the game. So I don't even know if I've ever been through that loop before, so that'll be kind of interesting. But other than that, I'll just have to look. There's a lot of NES games that loop, that's for sure. It does. I wonder if Gunsmoke does. Gunsmoke might be a fun one to do, man. That's one of my favorite games, so that might be a really fun one to do. Yeah, I wonder if Gunsmoke does, or is that a kill screen? No, it keeps going. No, I can remember. That keeps going, so man, Gunsmoke's going to be up on there. That'd be a fun one to no death, man. That'd be for sure fun. And I wonder if that game gets any harder. That'd be really awesome if it did, because I'd love more excuses to play some Gunsmoke. If you guys have never really played Gunsmoke, I noticed that there's a lot of people that, unless you collect, a lot of people haven't even played Gunsmoke before. So, Gunsmoke, man, really inexpensive game and really freaking good game. Like, probably in my top 5 NES. I mean, for real, dude. Very freaking good game. So, highly recommend it. But that'd be a good one for the series. And like I said, if you guys got ideas for other ones that could be in the series that you know that loop. Oh god, I don't like this. Yeah, they spawn from the side there. Gotta be careful of that. But yeah, man, if you have any ideas of stuff to do, I would love to see it. I would love it. I love it. I love it. Oh. Holy moly, dude. That was kind of close. That friggin' bullet didn't get through. That would have been tragic. That would have been tragedy, bros. Man, I can't wait for Thursday, though, with the Bears, man. Straight up. It's going to be awesome watching some football again, baby. Bears-Packers Thursday night to start off the season. 100th year anniversary, boys. Going to be fun. Hopefully we can get that W first week. Oh, here we go. The butt clincher level of the whole no death run. Always is, always will be. Let's try to not make it to where we have to wait this time, though. Like, let's not shoot at this shit. This is what I don't, yeah. See, I'm hoping. Oh my god, dude. One spawned right underneath me there at the end, dude. Did you see that? But that is why my strategy is to shoot fast. Shoot very, very fast. And here. But Contra, never stop shooting. Contra, that's my Contra code. Never stop shooting. Never stop shooting and play defense. No time on the clock. Unlike a lot of really stupid games. Like for instance, why does Super Mario Brothers have a time limit? Why is that necessary for frickin' Mario to have a time limit? Why is that? Why when I'm playing Mario and I'm in a ghost house, why can't I just have an unlimited amount of time until I die or I beat it? Why? Why can I not explore the frickin' levels and just do what I want to do? Why is there time in the game? Why is there time in Castlevania? Why is there time in Ghosts and Goblins? Why is it necessary? So dumb, right? Like, I get it. What I think happened is they are all arcade ports. Another one. Why is Double Dragon? Why is Double Dragon have time? Why? Makes me mad. Why? Just a lot of games that have freaking time limits, and it's so dumb. Why am I being rushed to beat people's ass? Like, why can't I just strategize and beat them how I want? You gotta, like, hurry up on level 3 and fight those abobos so that that the time doesn't run out, right? I'm always messing with time on that one. Okay, let's be safe here on the second loop. Play defense, not be too aggressive. Not be too aggressive. So you gotta be aggressive on those ones. Here, I like to do this. I'm a super soldier, like I said on the back of the box on Contra. So when I jump off hundreds of feet into a hole and land on my feet, I don't break my legs. I'm a super soldier, dude. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. So during the second loop, I don't really see too much of a difference. I definitely think there's a little bit more enemies. I do. I think that there's more spawning on a regular rate. That's probably the only thing I really notice. Because I'm sure there's a difference. I'm sure there is. It's just probably not noticeable. Because I remember I've joked around on a stream before and I played Contra 1. And I think I got to the 4th loop. And we had deaths and stuff. But I think we proved there that it definitely got faster. Definitely. Not the bullets, but people spawning. For sure. 100%. Like, it was for sure getting harder. Yeah, I gotta pull that off once in a while when a guy spawns behind me. I know Captain, he jumps over this part. See, I just don't do that. I can't time it right. I guess if I practiced I could, but I feel like it's unnecessary. I like the way I do it. That's kind of cool, though, seeing different ways that people beat it. It's definitely badass. Oh, we'll do that. Bam! Blew your ass up! Blew your ass up! I'm saving the world! I'm gonna save the world, son! Yeah, like even like right here, they're definitely spawning quicker. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're gonna be safe here. So like I said, if they are going faster and stuff, I just want to be 100% safe in those stupid deaths at this part. Just nothing stupid. If we're gonna die, let's die at like a difficult part. Like, I don't know, level 6 or something. Something that I can be like, yep, that part's tough. Not like, oh dude, I screwed up on a dumb jump. Looks like Loop 2 is in the books, guys. Loop dos. Loop dos in the bookie. He's gotta make sure not to screw up on something super dumb like this boss. But I couldn't tell you the last time I died on this dude. That's for sure. That is for sure, bro. Gonna have a giveaway on the channel soon, because Video Games Monthly hooked your boy up. That's for you, Captain. That's for Captain Algebra. I do that now just for him. He likes it when you teabag the last boss. Got a 36 minutes on the clock right now for this. It's not bad. But yeah, man. Looking for other games to do. I'm trying to think right now as I'm looking at. I know like I could do stuff like Metroid, but I feel like that'd be like just too much. You know, that just takes too much each playthrough, because I definitely remember it goes back to the beginning and you have all your power-ups and stuff. So, you know, you'd still have to go kill Kraid and Ridley. But you'd have all your powers. It'd probably be really easy. That'd be like really easy, because then you'd be all powered up, dude. But that's just too much. That's just too much. That's unnecessary. That'd be like a freaking... Say you got like super good at it or something. That'd be like a ridiculously long video. You know what I'm saying? That honestly just nobody would watch. People arguably won't even watch stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like 36 minutes. Screw that. I've got to itch my foot. But I'm so Contra right now. Ah, there we go. I'm so Contra right now, man. Has anybody, if you listen to this, played Contra 4 on the DS? So Contra 4, I think, is definitely good. And it was ridiculously hyped when I was going to start playing it. People were telling me like how great it was and everything like that. And it was good. It was good. It was good. It was definitely not a bad game. And so I played it though, and I played it actually on the DS. I didn't play like an emulator or anything like that. But the one thing I wasn't sure about with it, man, how the dual screens, because like trying to look at bullets that come from the top and focusing on them at the bottom and stuff, that was such a different thing that I'm not sure how I felt about it. Like, I liked it, but then sometimes I kind of thought it was stupid. Like, it'd make me mad. Like, too many times I was dying over just that, just because of that. And I'm like, you know, man, I just kind of wish this was a normal game. I was like, if Contra 4 could have just been on one screen, I feel like it would have been like a 10 out of 10, but because of the dual screens, I feel like I gave it like a 6 or 7, you know? Where it was okay, but I don't really want to go back to it too much. Like, I don't want to play it the way I do these. Like, even like Contra 3 I would go back to. You know what I'm saying? Like, Contra 4, man, I don't know. The dual screen thing. I understand they wanted to try something new and everything like that, but it just, to me, I didn't really like it. You know? I guess that's just how I feel about it. Maybe everybody disagrees, because I know people really liked it. And I totally get why they liked it. Like, I totally get it, dude. It played just like a classic game. Even had the classic bosses, and you could pick the classic heroes, and all that stuff. Like, it had a lot of cool things, for sure, dude. For sure. But I just, trying to see the top and looking at the bottom, and... You're on a handheld. That's another thing. Like, I like the DS. Don't get me wrong. And I played on the 3DS. But, you know, you play it on that. You got the nice bright screen. Everything's fine. But at the end of the day, like, when I'm playing stuff like the Super Game Boy, I like it so much better on when I'm playing the Super Game Boy. Like, it makes me like the Game Boy games better. So I so wish the Switch had a way for us to play our 3DS or DS games on our Switch, on our TV. Like some type of attachment or something they can build into it, something. Obviously, it'd have to be an attachment. Like maybe something that you could like plug in or something, dude. Like I wish that we had that, you know? Freaking flies. But yeah, man, it would have made that game so much stinking better, man. So much better. But, I don't know, man. But nevertheless, dude, it was a super good game. Like, I'm not trying to make it sound like it was crappy. I don't want anybody to listen to this and be like, oh, dude, why are you hating on Contra 4? It's like, it was good. Damn, I just nailed that fly. He got nailed, bro. I don't know if he'll be bothering me again. Not if he's smart. He just took a nasty hit right there. Felt that right on my finger, man. He's like, ooh. I'm getting so many flies in the house, we feel dirty. We're like, are we like dirty people or something? What the hell? What the heck, dude? But we think it's just the weather. It's been bad lately. I was thinking about Contra 3 doing this. But Contra 3, when you beat it on hard, it gives you an end screen. If you beat it on normal, it just goes to hard. It'll continue, but it'll just go to hard. So that's kind of like, eh. And Contra Hardcore, it doesn't do any of that. It stops. Oh my god, Daniel. I told you guys, like, I don't like my strategy at that part. I really don't. I feel like that's a part I need to critique. I just don't like how I do it. Gotta shoot super fast here, especially with the crazy... Dude! Gotta shoot super fast, dude. Super fast. Holy crap. I don't know if I'm gonna try that no more, dude. So they are definitely on this third loop respawning more. Because that, my friends, was freaking close, dude. That was too close. Wow. Holy crap, dude. Dude, he was like... He had to have been a couple pixels away from hitting my gun, which would have killed me. Holy crap, dude. Only because I was stomping on B did I not get killed right there. For sure. Yeah, boy. Man, I'm stoked, though, as I'm sitting here talking to you guys through this video, that gun smoke, that'll be freaking sweet, dude. Gun smoke is so good. It's so good! So good! I got it, you! Man, that is fucking awesome. So glad I'm going to be able to do gun smoke. That is so sick. I wish Ninja Gaiden looped. That'd be awesome. Everybody's like, what? It's hard enough as it is. Ikari Warriors. I'm just kidding. Ikari buttholes. Wah, wah, Yeah, I'll have to look through my collection. You know what? I could probably look up online NES games that loop. I'm sure somebody's done that. Even like SNES, Genesis. Dick Tracy. I'm just kidding. I need to work on a Dick Tracy no death run. That'd be awesome. Because I don't care what anybody says. Dick Tracy on the NES is a good game. For sure. 100%. You heard it here first. No, it's good, man. It's a lot of fun. You just gotta know how to play it. Like a lot of games that people bash. And then they find out they're not that bad. Let's not cut this close here. Number one best game, or number one best gun or weapon in all of gaming. And that is spread. Contra's spread. That'd be a cool top 5. Top 5 power-ups in all of video games. Top 5 power-ups. I mean, spread's gotta be on there. It's gotta be. Maybe the whirlwind attack from Ninja Gaiden. That'd have to be on there. Would you have a Mario power-up on there? You can't say star. I mean, you could, but the star runs out. So you can't really say. You can't think of it as in you have unlimited star. Obviously, you don't have unlimited star. I like when you blow it up at the side there. It starts blowing up over here to the right. You guys are probably going to get a little annoyed with my rocking, but the wife got me a new chair, if you guys hadn't seen already. I came home from traveling. I had to work over in Ohio, and I had to do it right when I freaking got home from Southeast Game Exchange. I literally had to leave the next day, and I had to go to work for a week. I came home, and I was sitting here. Meg was at work, and I was sitting here talking to my mom. She was watching the kids, and I was like, just chilling or whatever. I went and picked Peyton up from school. Peyton goes, "Hey, Dad, have you been to the downstairs yet in the game room?" I said, "No." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I want to record you." And I was like, "Record me?" And he's like, "Yeah, me and Mom got you something." I was like, "Oh, crap, okay." So I had, literally had like no idea what it was. I had no idea, dude. No idea what it was. Walk down here, look around, don't see nothing. Come all the way to back where I stream at, and I see this new chair chilling here, and I'm like, say word! And if you guys know me, and you watch my streams, and watch my channel, you'll notice that I sit in a freaking folding chair, dude. I've been sitting in a folding chair for the past, 2 years. Same black folding chair. And it's not a completely bad folding chair. It's got some padding on the butt, but at the end of the day, jeez, that just scared me, man, my computer. At the end of the day, it's still a folding chair, and it still has, it's still metal, Still hurts my back. Like, I'd be sitting there, sitting up in the streams, and it hurts my freaking back, dude. Because you gotta, sit up like this so much, and you got this piece of metal that's just, on your back. So, here we go with this again. So, I came, and I was like, this is awesome. So I sat, and I realized it rocked, too. And I was like, oh my god, it freaking rocks, too? That rocks. No. But, hold on. God dang it. So then the stupid guy spawns, and then the stupid power-up. Erase, boy. Hold on, guys. This is where we separate the men from the boys. Damn, look at that. I didn't even have to, barely shoot any. That is a dope-ass spot. But, anyways. Yeah, so I got this new chair, dude. I'm pretty freaking stoked over it. I feel like it's like an upgrade for the channel. I'm like, yeah! Now I want to do more. No. But it's really cool. She came through clutch for me. I think she felt bad. She'd come down here and see what I'm working with, and she knew I needed something, so. She loves me. She really, really loves me. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. So then, yeah, I realized it rocked. And about me rocking, you know, like, ever since I was a little kid, I used to really like rocking chairs. Like, my mom would have these wooden gliders and stuff that she would buy, because I think, you know, she enjoyed rocking too, man. And so we would always get them. And I would rock in them so much, man, that they needed, like, WD-40 and all this stuff. And they'd be squeaking, like, as I'm sitting there rocking, and then my mom would get so annoyed. So I'm sure this one will start sooner or later. But see, I'm older now, and I'll take care of it. But I'll spray it down or whatever I got to do. But yeah, man, it's like really nice. It turns too. So Meg's like, yeah. So if you need to turn and grab your games or do anything, it turns too. Because we were talking about it. Oh God, I didn't like that at all. We were talking about it a while back, and what we were talking about was she wanted to get me some type of like computer chair. And those gamer chairs, which the gamer chairs I just think are kind of dumb. Like, I think they're meant for like PC gamers, in my opinion, because they're like on wheels and shit. It's like I don't want to be on wheels, man. I'm sitting here down here on a hard, holy crap, on a hard you know, tile floor, and I'm gonna be rolling around as I'm trying to play these games, and it's getting all like intense and stuff. You know, I don't want it to like be an intense moment in the game and the freaking chair rolls on me. And plus I was like, dude, my kids are going to sit here and screw around with it, and they're going to think, oh, it's on wheels, and they're going to be screwing around. They're going to end up getting broken, and then pretty soon, you know, a freaking wheel will break, and then it'll be sitting all offset and just be trash, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I just want something that sits normal. So just trying to look into that. And furniture, you know, man, furniture, anybody who knows, you know, if you've had to buy furniture, it's expensive, dude. Furniture can be super expensive. So I wasn't like in this like super big rush to go get anything because of that. I was like, man, I ain't got freaking, you know, $800 to spend on a freaking chair. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of hesitant towards it, you know. So she got this one off Craigslist. But man, it's like brand new, like literally no stains, no nothing. I think she said like a couple $100 for it or something, or $100 or something. I think $100. And what it was in a woman's nursery. And when she was having her kid, she was gonna have this for her kid to sit in her lap and put the kid to sleep and stuff like that. But then the kid ended up never sitting in it with her, and I'm assuming the kid like slept in bed or something like that. And, yeah, so she never even, like, used it. She's like, I barely even sat in it. I would try, but the kid didn't really want it. You know what I'm saying? So she'd end up just doing something else. So I was like, well, that's awesome. So, yeah, she just sold it, because why not? You know what I'm saying? So, pretty awesome, dude. Pretty freaking awesome. I was really happy to take it off her hands. That's for sure. Good, they didn't spawn behind me at all this round. Sweet. Anybody who's skipping or anything like that, too, we are on the third sloop. The end of the third loop here. Shoot, shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo, shoot, ba-doo. So yeah, man, got the rocking chair. I'm really happy. I just sometimes now sometimes I just come downstairs and I just sit in my rocking chair and look at everything. I'm not even like playing games because it's just comfortable, man. It's a comfortable chair. So I really hope it lasts. I really hope it doesn't just start like breaking down on me or something. That would freaking suck. Once again, I'm going to play defensively here. I'm not just going to jump through that like I usually do. Because, like that, I almost screwed myself like an idiot. Yeah, so let's just wait it out, man. Quit being dumb. Quit being dumb, dude. Quit being stupid. Third loop, possibly in the books here, boys. Let's back up. Back up and just be safe. And we're about to see the fourth loop, guys. I've never done this in this game. unknown territory. So I have a feeling we're really going to start seeing some changes. I hope so. I think it'd be really cool, like, if the bullets, like, sped up or something like that. I think that'd be awesome. But it's kind of interesting. I have the Contra collection. It's for you, Captain Algebra. That's for Captain Algebra. Teabag the boss. No, but I was playing Contra collection on the Switch, and it has like this like online booklet you can look through. And in the online booklet, it even said too that Contra 1 specifically was made. The game was made. They understood it was short, but it was made to loop. You're supposed to play it more, which I thought was really interesting. You think they would have put like a message in the game or something like that, though, to let you know, like, hey, try our next challenge, you know. But it was a good idea because although it was a short game, you know, they never wanted kids to stop playing because then kids wouldn't buy, their parents wouldn't buy, you know, these games anymore if their kids were getting done with them, like, quick, you know. By the time you get really good at Contra, you know, you can beat it in, you know, 15, 20 minutes, man. Like, 20 minutes freaking tops, dude. You know, so I totally get it, you know. Totally get it. Totally understandable. We'll just do an all-pea shooter run here. No, I'm just kidding. I have done that, though. We did that for the Not-So-Weekly Retro Challenge. Haven't done one of those in forever. Holy moly, dude! Daniel, what are you doing? Don't be stupid. Shoot the guys, Daniel. They are supposed to die. What if the guys started taking like 2 hits, 3 hits? That'd be crazy, right? That'd be badass, though. Let's say crucial we get this. Oh God. Oh my God. So anybody watching right now, it's 4th loop. First level of the 4th loop, boys and girls. Oh God, yeah, they're spawning a lot from over there. Okay, they are definitely spawning more. Look how much they're spawning. Okay, they stopped now. What the heck? Yo, they were spawning right there for non-stop there for a second. What the heck? The next spot I'm worried about again is the earthquake part. Man, should I even hug the screen like that again? I feel like that's like a stupid move. We'll worry about it when we get there. If we do get there. We are 4 loops in, boys. Pretty cool. But yeah, man. Thought this was a pretty good series. Let me know what you guys think about this little series. I felt like I told JLove81 about it, and she told me something. That made a good point that I didn't really think of. She's like, yeah, nobody else has ever done that. And I was like, yeah, it's true. I thought it'd just be fun. I just came up with it on my own. It's like, I sit here and I do this stuff in the house alone, so I'm like, why not, you know, make this a part of the channel, you know? Oh, you can no death run Contra, huh? But can you do it like 4 times? Because you know you get to the point where it is kind of like autopilot for sure, but you still gotta like pay attention though. You know what I'm saying? It's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like bullets are going the same speed. Got your ass. I love how in NES games everything just blows up ridiculously. I do love that. We're coming up on an hour in this video. So if you've survived the whole watch, thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy. Just watching Super C for an hour. You should have this engraved into your head at this point. But like I said, I don't want to make cuts because that kind of defeats the purpose. You know what I'm saying? How do you not know I cheated then? You know, you just have to trust me, which would be dumb. You gotta prove it, bro. You gotta prove it, bruh.
You gotta prove it, you sorry son of a bitch.
Come on, dude. I'm always afraid a guy's gonna spawn right there. Like right as I gotta shoot that thing. Just a terrible strategy to be laying there with sandbags. Terrible strategy. Okay, well, the bullets are obviously not going faster, because otherwise I'd get hit right there. Definitely more enemies spawning, though, for sure. But that's why. You gotta get good and frickin' keep moving. That's why. Gotta keep moving, bros. Now, the part after this, just don't like. I don't like, man. I don't like it. I mean, should we just stick with the same strat, though? It's what we've been doing. Just fast, though, dude. Fast action. Gotta just stomp on it. Just stomping. And hope that they spawn behind me. Okay. I was smashing that button as fast as I could, dude. Just friggin' machine gun spread. Machine gun spread. $36 lives. Who needs a 30 live code? Just get to the 4th loop.
Just get to the 4th loop, you sorry son of a bitch.
Come on. Just gotta watch out for the red ones. They shoot. Gotta watch out for those red ones. Oh, and if you never did get a chance, and you like watching Contra, which if you're still here at this point, you obviously do. Then me and Captain Algebra on Mega Powers Monthly. Mega Powers Monthly is a thing me and Captain Algebra do where we get together, we try to get together once a month, and we try to play cooperatively together. And we'll just choose a game. And that game that we did time ago, not the last time, but the time before, was we did a Contra co-op death run, no death run, and we did Contra and Super C. So if you'd like to watch something like that, you can head on over there. But in my playlist of no death runs, I have that one in there, I believe. Should be in my playlist somewhere, so you can hit it up from there too. Either way, maybe I'll even stick a link in there. We'll see. We'll see, man. It'll be for the dedicated ones that watch this whole thing. I'm just kidding. Because we're going to be going for another hour. I'm just kidding. Who knows, man? Probably not. I doubt that. Oh, we 4th loop. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Yeah, about 20 minutes per run, give or take. Pretty sweet. think I'm gonna try streaming here soon. I just streamed the other night. Vice Project Doom. That was a game I finally got to scoop up for a decent price at Southeast Game Exchange. And man, Vice Project Doom is awesome. I'm gonna be no death in that for sure, because that's just a fun game. It'll give me more excuses to play it. Story was kind of stupid. Like, I'll say that. Like, I wasn't a big fan of that, but not that really freaking matters. You know what I'm saying? Who cares about the story, right? These are NES games. Who cares about the story? That's more of a PlayStation, Xbox, new school type thing. But yeah, man. It was a good game. Played a lot like, kind of like Shatterhand / Ninja Gaiden, if that makes any sense. It was pretty good, man. I was pretty happy with it. Well worth the 30 I paid. That's for sure. And usually that game goes for like 40, so 30 is not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty much, I would say, I mean, I think NES Addict got it for like 20, but he found it somewhere, I think. Either that or it was from the place that he shops at, and of course they're going to hook you up if you're, you know, you go to a hometown place. If you have a hometown place you can go to, they're going to hook you up with the prices if you're buying a whole bunch of stuff from there all the time. So I think that's kind of what happened. So, but yeah, well worth the 30. I'm very happy with that. Beautiful copy, because that's one thing Addict said. Oh my god. That's one thing Addict said. He said that his copy has a little bit of rips in the label or whatever. So I will say that my copy is like pristine. Not that I usually care too much. Like, I'm not a big one for that. Usually if it's okay. I buy games to play, so usually I don't give a crap. But, I mean, if you can get a nice label, then get the nice label, right? Like, if you can choose between the two, and it's not that big of a difference. But I'll take a screwed up label. It's fine. As long as I get to play it. I like to play stuff on the OG hardware, so whenever I can play it, I like to. So if I gotta take a little bit of a hit on a cartridge being a little bit ripped or teared, I can do that. But not if it's like really, really, really bad though. It's gotta be like decent, you know? Oh god, here we go again. I don't know why, but this level just always gives me anxiety. Always. Especially 4th loop, area 6. You know what I'm saying? Can't be good. Gotta get that, trigger that. And then shoot as fast as stinking possible. Ooh, did you see that bullet? You see that stray bullet, dude? I wasn't about to touch that, man. I was like, no, 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 I see you. I said, bullet, I see you. Now, usually you can, like, just keep moving through here, but I like to be extra safe. Like I said, play defense. Play freaking defense, bro. Yeah, I picked up a lot of good games at Southeast Game Exchange, though, for real. I want to play that Dinosaurs for Hire. I haven't even played that yet. It's like Contra, dude. A little bit bigger sprites and stuff like that, but you're freaking dinosaurs. Somebody told me it was a comic book. So I didn't even know that. I thought that was pretty crazy. Freaking comic book, bro? Say word? That's crazy, yo. I don't like this part. I don't like this part at all. Not really right here yet, but this one coming up. The one where he's like standing. You're right here. I don't like that. It's anxiety. I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. So I don't know really at this point into the 4th loop if I'm like dominating it just that much, or if it's just not getting harder. Not really noticing too much, to be honest with you. It's kind of hard to tell, because it could be, but to be fair, sometimes when you have spread, it's really hard to tell, because everything's pretty much, you know, one hit. So let's get this. Oh man, he almost got one off. Like this. Watch. Woohoo! I love doing that. That'll never get old. I don't care if I'm 20 loops in. It'll never get old. I remember James and Mike, they always said, James really is the one that said it, AVGN obviously, he said that this one was a little disappointing, this level, when this boss blows up, because he said usually all the bosses in the game, like, they're completely destroyed, and that one's like still kind of there. And I'm like, that's true though. That is true. Everything just ridiculously explodes, just in NES games in general, and that one's like still standing after it's done blowing up. Yo, how sick would it be if they remastered this game, like with new graphics, but plays exactly the same, and they added like stuff like when it's blowing up, like it smokes, and when you shoot the guys, there's blood and stuff. Wouldn't that be sick, dude? Like, tell me that wouldn't be awesome. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I cut it close there, boys and girls. Shouldn't have done that. I was supposed to jump, but I froze. I froze and I did it the old way. So that old way works, but not every time. That's the problem with that. The old way does not work every time. That's what's crazy about that, bros. Kill him, you alien scum. You alien scum. I remember as a kid when that thing dropped, we were like, whoa! Thinking it was going to squash us. Like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, see, I'm going to be super defensive here. I just don't want nothing stupid to happen here. That could be a spot that if you jump too quick, man, you can freaking hit your head on the ceiling and like screw up your run. I've seen it happen. I've seen it. Alright, if you're just checking in, this is 4th loop. This is the end of the 4th loop right now. 4th loop run hype. 4th loop hype. 4th loop hype, boys. That's for Captain Algebra. That's for Captain. Here you go, Captain. On the 5th loop. 5th loop hype. I wish you could pass up the credits, though. I wish you didn't have to watch this. It's short, though. Yeah, I've been really getting into lately, guys. Anybody who's in the streams a lot and talks to me and this and that. I've been playing a lot of Metroid. Tons of Metroid. So I've played Metroid 1, Metroid 2 on the Super Game Boy. I popped it in here. Metroid 3 SNES, and Metroid Fusion. I played it on the Wii U. I downloaded it on there. It was pretty sweet. It was on the Nintendo thing for like $8. So I'll buy the physical cart. someday. But I wanted to play it on my TV anyways. Like I told you about handheld. I know we were talking about that earlier. So it worked out. So it was pretty sweet. But then now I wanted to get to the Metroid Fusion, or I'm sorry, the Metroid Primes. And I was like, you know, should I go to Southeast Game Exchange and should I try to buy them all on the GameCube? You know, and I was like, how should I do this, you know? And just trying to like figure out the best way that I could do it and this and that. And so I went with the route that TBELLY told me about, and that was to buy it on the Wii, and there was a Metroid Prime trilogy that has them all on there. And I was like, say what? So I definitely took advantage of that and did that. And I'm going to be starting that very soon. Not on camera, though. That is definitely a game I like to play on my own. And reason being, I don't like it if people tell me where things are at. Things like that. And plus, it's just, oh God. It's just one of those games where you really have to focus on like what you're doing and stuff like that. And I definitely just don't want to be kind of bothered during it. I kind of want to just enjoy it, you know. So that's why. Nothing personal. Now, if it's a type of game to play afterwards or something like that, on stream I would. But usually, like during streams, I like to get games that have like some more action. I'd like to do stuff with more action. That's basically how I try to do, because I feel like that's what people want to watch. You know, stuff like Castlevania, things like that. That you can constantly linear and stuff like that, but that isn't true though. Some people do like watching people go through the games. Like my buddy Jesse came into the stream when I was doing Metroid. He's like, "Oh, I love watching people play through Metroid games," and I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Okay." I would think it's like super boring, but like I might want to see like big fights or something. Like say you're gonna go fight. Ooh! That was close. They are definitely respawning faster. Holy cow. You know, fight like a Ridley fight or something like that would be a lot of fun. But other than that, I just don't think it's fun. You know, like watching somebody dungeon crawl, I think it's kind of boring. Like Zelda games. Zelda games, I think, are just really boring to watch stream. Unless everybody knows where they're going, and they're literally just going from place to place. They know the game like the back of their hand. Like when I did the Metroid NES No Death Run with DJ Rudin, you know, it probably wasn't so bad because I constantly knew where I was going, so it was constant action. I wasn't like being puzzled and being like, oh, where do I go, and what do I use here, and got to talk to this person. Even no, that's death. That's death. Right here, guys. Loop 5, Boss 2. So, I'm pretty sure on this, bullets were going faster. I'm just going to say that right now. I think on Loop 5, bullets were going faster. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't know, though. That's tough to tell. We can, like, continue a little bit and see. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I just screwed up, man. But I guarantee the respawning was for sure happening more. Because did you see, like, on that first boss, how they kept coming? And then spawning behind me and stuff on the level. That was pretty crazy. So definitely on the 5th loop, there's some major differences. That's for sure. So that's where we got. 5th loop. I'd like to, if you look in the video, you could rewind it. And it'd be interesting to see, like, look at the first loop and then look at this loop and see if those bullets are going faster. I wonder. Because then that really makes me wonder now what we were talking about with the hack with Mike was playing. I wonder if that's just like loop like 20 or something like that. Like something insane like that. But that's it though, guys. Level 2 boss on the 5th loop. That's where we died at finally. So, hopefully you guys like this segment. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you have any ideas for games, and I will check you guys later, man. Peace.